I'm Carrie Peters, a recognized thought leader in the Microsoft Dynamics community and a Microsoft MVP for business applications. Welcome to the Get Your New View podcast. Keep listening to learn how to increase utilization of your business systems, allowing your Business Central and Nav solution to be a catalyst for your business growth and profitability. When we're done, I'll let you know how you can get in touch to put your goals and ideas into action and start moving your business forward. This episode, we're going to talk about what the right pace of business process improvement is to adopt. When we think about the pace of change, we know from our prior episode that change is continual, but that doesn't mean that our organization is ready to absorb change at the rate that it's happening. So, one of the challenges that we have is figuring out what the pace is that we can tolerate and how to make our projects work along with that pace. We want the pace of change to be continual, just like change is continual. If we see that the pace of change is stop and go or rapid fire, where we've got lots and lots of change going on, this is where we see a lot of problems happening. An example I can think of are implementations or upgrades. When we have a big project with a big push and some high stakes deadlines and budgets. People generally underestimate the time needed, and people get pushed too hard in their regular job, and the project tasks suffer because of that. So think about what the internal cost of process improvement changes could be if you have those kind of problems. If people are unable to do their project tasks because they don't have the ability to prioritize them over some of their regular job tasks, that's going to cause some issues. So in order to figure out how to make that balance work, we've got to make sure, first of all, that people have the permission to make the project a priority over their regular job, that they've got realistic expansion of time. They may not be able to meet the regular deadlines of their job while they have an important project like this going on. You may even need to find out how you can delegate some work to additional resources, or just bring in additional resources to do the work to make that project possible. Another thing you should think about are bottlenecks. There are plenty of people in your organization you can think of. You might be one of them, where people who are too busy, who do not have the ability to put aside their work or prioritize whatever the project is you're thinking of, and they create bottlenecks. This happens not just with large projects, but this can also happen with continual delays in regular project work. So don't ignore the power of continual delays in a project. It can really sink the effort for what you're trying to do. I want to tell you a story of a customer that we worked with recently who self-admittedly hadn't made much change in about 20 years. They recently had gotten a new revenue stream. So this made some improvements possible, and they were ready to replace some technology for the first time in a long time. Their biggest obstacle with this change is that they had a fantastic, caring team of people who had great longevity with the organization. And a lot of these folks had not worked outside of this company for a long time. Things were a little relaxed and a little slower paced compared to how some other companies in those areas were doing. They had 2 new employees who were relatively new and who recognized the situation for what it was and really became an agent of change with this project. They continually modeled the benefits of change throughout the project and really helped the rest of the team to pick up the pace that needed to happen for this project to occur. Pace of change and the rate at which your business is ready to absorb that is a much harder one to quantify than a lot of things. Flexing the expectation of continual change muscle and putting this to practice is going to be critically important to the future success of your projects. This is what's going to keep your company nimble and competitive. You'll definitely have your own read on what the pace of change is with your company. But here are a few questions to help you out. What is the pace of change at your company compared to your competitors? When you look at employees who are new to the company or who have been in other industries compared to employees who've been there for quite a while, what is the difference in the pace of change and the level of acceptance there? How quickly could your company adapt if there was a business crisis? And who are the change agents in your company? Those change agents are going to be your champions for change and for improvement. Involve them in these projects. They'll make a big difference, and I think you'll see positive results, and they can be your best resources to help the rest of the group flex that new muscle of continual change. In our next episode, we're going to talk about how you can plan for what you'd like to accomplish in the next year. I'm Carrie Peters. Thank you for tuning in to the Get Your New View podcast. For more episodes like this on YouTube, click the subscribe button and ring the bell to ensure you get notified whenever there's new content. If you're listening to the audio podcast, please share an honest review on Apple Podcasts. If you are ready to rethink today for tomorrow, look for the link below and contact us to speak with our expert team. You won't find the level of no-nonsense real-world experience we offer anywhere else, and we're here to put that experience to work for you. Do you think you could use more features of your software if you just knew how? Are you frustrated with inefficiency that never seems to get better? Did your team ever really get good training to understand how to use your business software? Do you suspect that there just has to be a better way, but you don't know what that is? We believe every company can benefit from increased efficiency and higher utilization of their software, and that it's possible to have fun while learning exactly how to do that. The experts at NewView Strategies will tap into the true power of Dynamics Business Central and NAV for your company by helping you to rethink today for tomorrow. Please contact us at getyournewview.com to get started.